Hi guys, just before this video starts, I would like to give a quick shout out to Amy Jane Jagger. She posts vlogs and all that on her channel. She just asked me for a shout out, so I thought I'd give it to her in the intro of this little bit here. But basically, we're here with the zombie tournament thing again. This time it's Shangri-La versus VERRUCKT. So I basically took two of the most hardest maps in Zombie Chronicles and pitted them up against each other. As with the last episode, we're going to be looking at the new features they had. This is gameplay from the last episode, but yeah, I'll show you gameplay from VERRUCKT and Shang in a little while. And I think we're going to get straight into it. First of all, we are going to take a look at some Shangri-La gameplay and then some VERRUCKT gameplay, and then I'll talk about it, give my little verdict on which map is better, and yeah, let's get started. Alright, so first we're going to be talking about the new features that VERRUCKT brought. VERRUCKT brought the 4 main perks that everyone knows to get. Fuck it. They brought the 4 new perks that everyone knows today. They brought Jug, they brought Quick Revive, Double Tap, and Speakola. They brought Mule Kick in the Black Ops 1 version, which doesn't really make that map anymore any less hard. But you know, it brought them 4 perks in, which made it a bit easier than Nucked, but Nucked? What the fuck is it? Nacked? I don't know how you pronounce that. The first zombies map, basically, Nacked. And basically it introduced them, it introduced the traps. These were the first traps that we ever saw. They were the electric kind of wall things. I think you saw them in the trailer. And that was, like, very substantial to zombies, because without traps and perks, like, zombies would be completely different. It also introduced something else. Let me just open my phone. It introduced power. Yeah, this was the first time that we saw power. Because basically, if you don't know, in VERRUCKT, you're separated into 2 rooms. So if you're playing with 2 players, you're separated on either side of the map. And the only way you can reach each other is if you get to power, and then you can activate the perks. So you have to make your way around different areas of the map, and then once you reach power, you get reunited with the other player that you're playing with. So that was very substantial to zombies in general. But Shangri-La did feature a lot more. It featured the spikes, which basically you walked over them, the spikes went up. I actually get trap and die in this gameplay, which is a bit embarrassing, since it's only round 10. Whoopsie. There's the water slide, which is pretty self-explanatory. There's a water slide, it goes down to spawn. Dickhead, not spawn power, it goes down to the power room. Anyway, it had the minecart, which I think you could shoot from a minecart. That's the only difference. It was on the other end of the map to the water slides, but I think they go down to the same place. It had the monkeys, little shits, but instead of in Ascension, where they would steal your perks, in this one they steal your power-ups. So say if you're running low on ammo and a max ammo just appears, you're not going to be able to get that max ammo because a monkey's got it, which is annoying as balls. Also, fire zombies. Basically, if you go near them, they exploded. They were basically zombies who were terrorists, which is putting it bluntly. There were shrieker zombies. They will go up to your face and shriek in your ear, and they make your screen all blurry. That's about it, really. So, as you see from that list, Shangri-La brought in a lot more things than VERRUCKT did. I can't say that map name for something, it's just VERRUCKT, it's tough for me to say. Anyway, it brought in a lot more features, so the first point is going to Shangri-La. The second point is the wonder weapons. Unfortunately, VERRUCKT did not have any wonder weapons. It had the Winter's Howl in the Black Ops 1 version, and the Wunderwaffe in the Black Ops 3 version, but it didn't introduce any new wonder weapons. While in Shangri-La, it had the shrink gun. I don't know what the fuck it's called, but I know it shrinks zombies and you boot kick them and they fly away. I think it's called the baby gun or something like that, something stupid. So obviously this point goes to Shangri-La. In terms of the plot of Shangri-La is very substantial, because here Rich Toffin acquires the focusing stone, which lets him take control of the zombies, which is great. Whilst in VERRUCKT, all you do is get introduced to Tank Dempsey. It's not very substantial in terms of storyline, so Shang wins this point. now we're going to be talking about the difficulty of the two maps. These two maps are very difficult. It's the only reason why I kind of paired them up together. They are the most difficult maps in this map pack, don't get me wrong. That and Nact and Origins, they are very, very difficult, you know. But I think Shangri-La is a lot more difficult than VERRUCKT, which is not a good thing, and I'm going to give the point to VERRUCKT here just because of this reason. Shangri-La, you get downed a lot more, you know, because there's all like the random things in it. Like there's the spikes, there's the door things which block you off from where you want to go. There's the monkeys, there's the fire zombies, shrieker zombies. It's got all these things that get thrown your way, which is supposed to throw you off, you know. There's kind of a trademark of what the fuck is his name again? The guy who made the Model War and Black Ops 1 maps.
I'm gonna spill their guts all over the
yeah, but Jimmy Zielinski, it's kind of a trademark of his zombie maps, because his zombie maps make you feel like you're fucked, you know. His zombie maps make you feel like you're gonna die. Well, Jason Blundell maps, they kind of make you feel like you're in some action film, like in Eyes and Draken, Gore, Quovi and Origins and all that shit. Anyway, not talking about Jason Blundell. But in Shangri-La, a lot more difficult things get thrown your way, and some people don't like Shangri-La for this reason. Even though it's a very enjoyable map, a lot of people don't like it just because of that reason. And I think the point here is going to go to VERRUCKT because it's a lot more playable than Shang. I think if you're new and you wanted to play these two maps, I would say definitely play. Don't play Shang first, because you know, for a beginner it's less enjoyable. I think that VERRUCKT, I think it's definitely a map you should play before Shang, because they share a lot of similar elements. You know, like you can't train in either of their maps. The only way you can train is by running around the whole map, and I think in Shang you're more likely to get cut off while running about, which definitely makes it a lot more, you know, hard. And you know, some people prefer the like maps like Doris, where you can just train in the courtyard or camp in the catwalk or do anything like that, you know. So yeah, in terms of difficulty, this is going to VERRUCKT. Now, talking about what's the next thing, I'm going to talk about how the zombie community perceives these two maps. I think a lot more people like Shang, just because not that many people were able to play VERRUCKT, because again, it was in it was the second map ever made, you know. So a lot less people have not played this map, you know, which is a factor in why people like Shang more. And also, Shangri-La is a favourite of a lot of people. A lot of people hate this map, you know. Syndicate doesn't like this map, and the Smith Plays doesn't like this map, and they're both massive zombie YouTubers, you know. But then there's people like Merc Music and JC Backfire who love Shang, you know. So it's a very love-hate kind of map, and I don't think that a lot of people talk about VERRUCKT. It just gets overshadowed by Nact and Derise, you know. So in terms of community perception, I'm going to give this point to Shangri-La, which means Shangri-La wins this kind of round, I'm going to say, of the tournament. So that means in the next video I am going to be doing Shangri-La versus Moon, or I might be doing VERRUCKT versus what was in the last video, Ascension. So yeah, definitely look forward to that. This is the end, basically. Shang has won. I think that VERRUCKT only got 1 point. I've written this all down, but I just don't have my phone on me. But yeah, so thank you guys for watching. Comment down below what map I should do next, because I am really I don't know what two maps to do, because with Moon and Ascension, they're both like space maps, while in, you know, Shangri-La and VERRUCKT, they're both very difficult maps. So try and give me ideas or suggestions of what two maps I should do next, and I will see you guys in the next video. Have a good one. I'm gonna let the rest of this gameplay play as you see how I die in the next like 15 seconds or so. So yeah, it's been London, and have a good one.
They got a little lucky. What?